And so then we have a summary, which there's not enough room to include all of the diagrams. So I developed the Buddhist one most recently, and therefore I didn't put it on there. So anyway, this then is the Tree of Life. This is science, and I call it Science of the Magi, slide 1. So Tree of Life is not only used for meditation, but also for magic. Science of the Magi. The diagram at the right preserves the numerical assignments of the 3 columns of the natural array Tree of Life. Inner circle is above and the outer circle is below. Odd numbers are positive or yang, and even numbers are negative or yin. Mystical numerology contends that wherever the same number is found, that there is a similarity of purpose. This mapping of numbers relates the Tree of Life to the periodic table of elements based on the atomic number. All the elements in the air column exemplify the qualities of air, which represent will, and similarly for those in the water and fire lines. So then we come up with this mapping to the periodic table. So the significance of this is that it might be true. And if it is true, it has great scientific significance. And so the kind of significance it would have is modern chemistry, which is the physical chemistry and biological chemistry. They are good quantitatively, but very bad qualitatively. And so the ability to develop new materials, for example, or to understand existing materials would be enhanced if we understood the qualities better. And we could make materials that we needed to have certain qualities more quickly by realizing this qualitative periodic table based on the numbers. So anyway, just in order to actually pursue this further, people need to understand everything I just said in this slideshow, and that gives them the understanding of what these numbers in the natural array Tree of Life actually mean. And then when they're mapped to these elements, then they can say, aha, I see, that's how, that gives me deeper insight into the internal aspect of how the external is responding and its place in the universe, something like that. And so I prayed about this as soon as I came up with this. Then I prayed about it. And I said, "Is this true?" Or actually, first I came up with the idea. This maps like this, but then I said, "Aha! What's going on? What's the exact mapping?" And anyway, I was praying about it. I had this dream, and in the dream there was 4 piles of stuff. So I was told this pile is the air pile, and it has white titanium in it. So then I woke up, I looked up titanium, and titanium, if you follow that Tree of Life down, just continue the same pattern of the numbers or more circles in that the Science of the Magi diagram there, number 22 is in the central column, which is the air column. And so then we ask, what are the qualities of titanium? And how is it used? So titanium is very strong, it's very light, and it's used in aircraft. And so we would say it has a very strong will, and it's in fact related to air and will. And so anyway, there's various other correlations that can be made. But finally, somebody who's really expert at chemistry and really expert with this numerology and mystical interpretation of numbers, that person can study this seriously and properly and see if there's anything, see if it's really true. And so if it is really true, it's a big deal. And so anyway, I'm not the first person to suggest that the Kabbalah numbers map to the periodic table, but I'm the first person that I've seen anyway that actually did it. So then the last couple slides of this, the one on Flickr.com has a few more slides in it. quote from Vivekananda from 1893 Congress of World Religions, which is very similar to Father's talk about, which is in the Red Book of Speeches, God's Will in the World, about the ideal religion. So both of them say that the ideal religion has to leave room for future development of unknown things, that people in the far distant future, it has to, so the truth of the ideal religion has to be in accordance and leave room for all of these developments. It has to be in accordance with all these developments and leave room for them. So in other words, the ideal religion hasn't been expressed yet. And the expression of it is continuing and ongoing. And anyway, this I want to read this particular last couple slides here because it's a letter to the editor of my local newspaper, and it's related to a quantum view of the universe. It kind of relates science and religion. So I said like this. So this got published in my local newspaper, and they called it God is a Quantum God. And so I said, here's a thought for you. Superconductivity, the Meissner effect, the atom, the double-slit electron scattering experiment all demonstrate seemingly miraculous behavior of electrons and the electromagnetism involved, indicating that electrons are psychic. The one-word explanation used to explain all of these phenomena is quantum, as in quantum state or quantum mechanics. Quantum states occur in quantum systems. Since the universe at the subatomic level is a quantum system, then we can assume that all consequent larger aspects built up from the smaller are also quantum systems, and that God, the Creator, is a quantum God who has quantized the universe. Physicists claim that they don't understand why electrons behave this way, and that maybe nobody else does either, but I understand. The reason is that a subject and object of a lower level unite and become an object to a subject of a higher level for the purpose of gaining higher dimensional value, harmony, and closeness to God, who is the subject of highest dimension. Those particles and systems, such as atoms, that enter quantum states are enjoying the protection of the universe as the higher level vertical subject. Thus, they maintain their identities. Similarly, a family in which there is unity between parents and children, husband, wife, and siblings, enters a quantum state and is protected by the universe. Relationships on all levels of the family, society, nation, and world need to enter a quantum state in order to be protected, prosper, and develop in the direction of goodness. We might call this the theory of the family as a quantum system, with the expectation that a definition of the family grounded in quantum mechanics will resolve the social problems caused by family breakdown and help to systematize our understanding of what a family is and how it is supposed to work. Sincerely, Peter Nordquist. So this is actually saying, in other words, I think that Father's explanation of the four-position foundation and the inner and outer quadruple base, identity maintaining and developing, etc., that's the real quantum mechanics that will actually explain and absorb all of the physics that is being explained by physics quantum mechanics.